This lecture is about the second book of the collective injustice. This is the introduction of the book. The book is done completely. And actually about 15 other books in a sequence has been done. We let me show you what we have for you today. So this is a collective book series. That's a collective injustice. This is related to public opinion issues, and this is our government with its institutions in California neither listen nor care. This is again true. And I present in this book many different cases, which is I have been in as an American citizen treated very poorly, plus taken advantage of me beyond belief. So this is my duty to tell everybody, because this is again, it seems like become a trend in this country. The government is actually in one valley and the whole entire country in another valley. This is on state levels or the federal levels. So let me share with you this unique presentations because this is very important for you to be part of it. These 3 pages about myself, which is have all the links about me and actually to tell you who I am and many different activity you might be interested in. This is again, my name is, as indicated to you, Professor Fayad. So the objectives here is very long. Now I'll show you why. Objective 1, we're going to do introduction. So we're going to talk about important alerts, because this is very important for you to see and understand. This is very, very important. We're going to have short and long text messages, files of evidence, and evidence of collective injustice, written videos, live broadcast, sent to by email or in social media. For members of the government of California and other, in my first package, which is I sent to the governor himself quite almost 2.5 years ago. For the California Department of Justice and California Supreme Court, including fake judges, bad lawyers, and corrupted paralegals. This is all exist. This is unbelievable. So we're going to kind of show you, we still action objective here. This message is going to go to members of California government, sent a package to them. This is quite a few, three packages to them. This is, again, the names is very big list. I still have over 50 packages to send. For members of California Employment Department, EDD. This is again Deployment Department, EDD. This is again, this is still all my money. And actually was out plus treating me very poorly. This is, yes, beyond belief. The Medicare, Social Security, corrupted insurance providers, and 2 U.S. research agencies, NSF, SBIR, you name it, keep going. This is, this is bizarre. To everyone I dealt with, sorry for the mistake here, whether companies, institutions, individuals, including the people close to my heart, like my children. Unfortunately, they kind of really in a different way. Very nasty and very bad. I'm very sad about that. To the devastations of the entire University of San Jose the faculty, the California Association. This is again my ex-wife and her family, friends, the destructive creatures across the continent and to San Jose Police and the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigations. To the media, the most destructive, the mass destructive in the United States of America. That's my belief, and I believe in this 100%. This is again, and actually I would provide this with a lot of evidence too. So, the the third objective here, which is another bullet, so we're going to talk about isolation, neglections, and alienations. Demotion from 2006 to 2008. Keep asking for my money for various of my right and my duties. But again, this is another issue which is actually sounds very strange. Collective injustice, facts and ugly actions from a collection of universities, companies, CFA, and you name it, and actually government too, by the way. Ugly, destructive directions and procedures from my work at San Jose State University and CFA, the corrupted CFA. Now, complain to the government of the state of California and other legal parties. I did all I can to dedicate myself in the last 6 years or since 2017, which is I'm really in bad shape now, very bad shape. This is again, I cannot take it anymore. California government and all branches, no one listen or cares. Special urgent message to senior California government officials. And conclusion, this is actually the objective of this talk. This is again, like I told you, this is a documentary book, and this is the public issues too, by the way. So this is again, the alert here is actually in very simple way. If I mention names, these names have nothing to do with them or companies. But again, I'm concentrating on the role. So if I say a role of any organizations which is corrupted, yes, I have the right to say that. Because again, we're going in this country backward, beyond belief. This is again, it's very sad to say, but this is true. This is a new theory which is actually treating legal parties and citizen and any human as a role they play, or any creatures in that matter, or any word too, by the way, because everything on the face of the earth and actually in space, everything, each creatures or any elements, each one of them has a role to play. This is it. This is again, is not you, is not the organization, is not the creatures, is the role that people play. That's what really the important alert here. Why this? Because I don't want to have people to think I'm not after anybody. I just need my rights. And the damage done to me completely, by the way. So this is also a documentary book. I can say all the story happened to me, which is very, very ugly. Very ugly in all fronts, So we're going to skip that. You could read it. And then we're going to get into the introduction. I'm from Egypt and the land of Niles and pyramids and the old history. And they call it the Mother of Earth. And this is true, by the way. And this is again, therefore, I practice several professions inside insisting on becoming important in the futures and fulfill a dream I had for many years ago when I was really young. Indeed, I obtained a doctorate degree from computer science and engineering from University of Minnesota. I taught as a professor at the University of Nevada, University of Nebraska, and another 20 more years and more, 23 or more years at San Jose State University. I'm the best in my, not really saying that as I'm trying to brag. No, this is true because I work hard all my life. I'm the best in my fields of research and development worldwide. Now, this is again, I'm not trying to brag. This is, I have the evidence to prove it because again, it become now like everybody against me. I have no idea what I did to anybody. There is no reason to be against me at all, by the way. But again, it comes to that. I have to, I have to resist and fight back because again, I'm actually to the point where I am really in bad problems, very bad. This is again endless nightmare from 2002 to present. This is again. I was appointed as a full professor at University of San Jose, the State University of San Jose, by the way. Since then, my life has been turned upside down and has become like an endless nightmare. And this is due to the superiority over my fellow professors in the department. I'm willing to prove this. I'm willing to debate this for anybody in computer engineering. And I could go further to other area too, by the way. I had witnessed numerous instances of discrimination against me, many corrupted activities, and I was a fool to write to whistler blowers and program, and it seems that the people responsible for this program are corrupted. Now the Secretary of Employment and Labor, she told me go back to the university, go back to the people actually very abusive, and abused me a lot, by the way. This is beyond belief. So, isolate and neglection and alienations. I have been banned from serving to all committees at the department, the college, the university level, excluding from consultation for the past 18 years. This is really, of course, I was very, and I tell you why I was really, I accepted because, I tell you through the events here, what happened, at least, and I'm tired. So let me see, I'm going to talk about this too, to show you. Demotion from 2006 to 2008. This demotion, they really play with the record of everything. So they make their own book, and they are free to do anything in the books and my folders too. So they claim I am not a good teacher. I'm the best in everything, by the way. I'm telling you the truth. Because again, I've been working on my life daily and every minute, every day, every hours. And I taught since I was 14 years old. And I taught in many different countries too, by the way, before I become a professor. So I know what I'm doing very well. The only thing they don't really like is actually my new innovations and discoveries. It just makes them furious, by the way. Anyhow, I got demoted, reduction of my rank to permanent, from permanent professor to a mere lecturer contracted to teach at the same university between 2006 and 2008. It caused a significant decrease in my salary and my reputations and my, you name it, keep going. Was really crazy. I keep wondering, what did I do in my life? Now, I know for a fact all the department and the College of Engineering and the university, they voted against me. Like they want to get rid of me completely. My record, nobody has. Period. And I'm here for really showing all the data and everything you need. So I keep asking for my money in various rights too, by the way. And this is again the usual answers is no all the time, but finally Professor Sue, she gave me a corrupted list of supervisory points. This is money I have to take because, again, for every subscribe this for every project we advise or any master degree we do, we get money for that. They call it supervisory points. Now, I didn't receive any supervisory points from 2002. She showed me a list. And actually, this is a lady, I wrote about her. Huge number of stuff is very crazy. And it's corruption, big time. She ended up with screwed and said no. In front of the group, say no. The associate VP and the dean of College of Engineering. This is very bad. And she lied. She lied because the guy before her, Dr. Seegert, he was corrupted big time. I'm not saying this because, again, this is his role. He was corrupted big time. And I have the evidence and everything. I did not receive the money to deserve in various activities and duties for more than 20 years, which I was entitled to receive in full. I'm still suffering to date. This is really bad. This is again, I'm just telling you, this is again, we're talking about, here is some of my rights been denied to me. First one, teaching large classes since 2002, and I didn't get compensated for that. So traveling with an annual allowance to different countries, such as Vietnam, Egypt, Finland, Hong Kong. I've been in 53 or 57 countries, by the way. As well, travel within the United States of America. They denied a lot of my travel. They said, hey, we didn't get approval from the president. The president has his office next door, or she has her office next door. It's not really, she's not living in New York. She's living in the same area too, by the way. And I don't know about that. This is actually something which is really bad. Providing advice since 2002 to 13, university thesis. I am the only one doing that at that time. In fact, when I started, they were really confused. They just offer projects of 3 to 4 students, and one guy there, As a professor, he get awarded 50 theses, 50 projects, right? In one semester. I keep wondering how he did it. Corruption, big time, to really steal money from the university. This is really bad. Of course, I'm going to write about this instance and I celebrate for him. I was completely puzzled. Just sitting there, well, in an event, which is we were out to eat as meetings in a restaurant close to the university. We made the meeting in a restaurant, and actually they celebrate him for 50 projects. I didn't know the semester 11 to 12 weeks, and 50 multiplied by 3 or 4. We're talking about a big number of students. How he did this, God knows. I don't know. I'm still trying to find this puzzle, by the way. So, several post-graduate projects and undergraduate, many student projects are advisory points. In this case, research, I have published more than 200 articles or more, columns, more than 13 topics, with more than 6 books. According to the policies, I should get paid for each post. Unfortunately, I received nothing. Nothing. This on purpose, by the way. The university refused all my research support that proposed the project. My full salary from August 2006, 2008, 24 months. Excuse me. So, I need to get this with damage. Number 3, recruitment, support of students, their publications. I did that, and actually I didn't pay it. They promised money, but they never delivered. Denials of payments of conference registration to many students and for me, and to all my students, promising fund by the former dean, that acting dean and not receiving the funds. The acting dean, his name is going to be, and actually how he got involved and how he did this previous dean and Dean Bill, and actually the other guy acted. This is bizarre. This is unbelievable. This is actually beyond belief. Corruption, big time. I cannot forget the destruction for my career over 23 years ago. For example, for the demotions, supervisory without pay, or removal and liquidation of revenue. This is every time I have any money, they have to return back to the dean. This is really, this is bizarre. I ask for anything, she would never really agree. Abuse, discrimination, racism, trapping all the time. My salary from 2018 to 2023 was really depressed. Plus, I have no salary for more than 2 years and 1 month. And actually, for under the rules of CFA, California Faculty Association, very corrupted association. And it's taking fee from me, and I tried to get out of it. And they really treat me very well. They never helped me in anything. I'm going to get this money, $150 plus damage for all of this. I'm not going to leave it alone. And again, they threaten me in many different ways. So, and they threatened me with all my business, all the bank, they intervene with everything. This is really nuts. This is not an educational institution. It is really a mafia. This is, I'm telling you the truth. So I'm going to show everything in many short videos and writing and everything. That is now is not going to stop. This is actually, I didn't get my salary completely from December 23 to present. This is bizarre, isn't it? And I sent him an email. They need me to beg. I'm not a beg anybody, not beggar. I will not be. These people are vicious. Each one of them, that's the role they play. They're not playing the roles as a dean or an associate, whatever, or maybe a staff. The staffs is actually go like, they follow what nearly that mafia do, by the way. Now, provide feedback to all my students from 2003 to present. And this is funny action they did against me for that, because again, because of my courses so creative, all my courses, the student have to meet me beyond office hours. So I devoted days for meeting them in many different places outside the country and my comfort zone. And again, they become nuts. Don't do this anymore. So, this is from 2017 until now. I really been ordered not to do this. And the student begging me because, again, my course is so creative, software engineering and software project management. All what existed books there are bad. So I teach all my own materials with all many discoveries and innovations and new cognitive information, by the way. So pay all the missing money from my pension. You hurt my pension very badly after I worked so hard in this country. And actually, I didn't really pay the money I deserve. So this is again, I'm not going to go until I get all of this. I'm not going to go ever unless you kill me. Unless they kill me. So you'll be witness now, because actually I've been in many threats. I'm going to publish all of this in many different areas inside the university also, by knowing. Full dues to the California Association plus damage of all of this. There is a lot of big list. I'm just giving you a few only. Few, because again, I count everything. This, corrupted lawyer told me, write everything, keep record of everything. I did. I have, this is again, amazing, mind-boggling record. It's really, it's not even human, in my opinion. Anyhow, so event from 2009 to present, I took legal measures against the university, ended up with an agreement, returning to university as a full professor. And actually, I did, run from tenure, and this was really a bad show, by the way. This is very negative show. The chair, which he was at the time, his name is Sigurd. God, he go and get us all the rule of the university and actually really get all the people from assistant professor, associate professor, full professor, all of them to vote against me. Was really laughable, by the way. Amazing. They were making celebration. None of them has my record. Even this guy, where Sigurd doesn't have anything. This is actually, this is not, he actually told me I'm from a cult. We used to meet on Friday, and actually I used to go to Jum'ah prayer. And actually, because of me, I think they changed. They not really do any meeting on Friday for faculty. And of course, I was really, banned from all the senior faculty meetings too. By the way, I never attend any senior when there is no duties being given to me. Because again, they don't really want. They want to play. They want to be corrupted. They want to do things is not appropriate, and they did. All the disasters that happened to him, to me, I mean, sorry, were because the lawyer, who could be described as a fraud. He's a fraud. His name is Dan Siegel, by the way. It's in Oakland. It led to loss of 2 years of my research and accumulation of a lot of debits. Because again, he signed a contract with him. He would pay. I would not pay him anything. He will take the third, and I get the. And of course, he stopped playing games with me. I need money to rent. I need money. This is every other month would ask me for $5,000, $10,000. At the end, I get nothing. And I had no choice. I have to continue with him. Because I know if I go somewhere else, these people actually have in a union, like, they do things in very strange way. Believe me, you get rejected somewhere, everybody would reject you. This is completely. You could get lost. This is not justice. This is a very corrupted justice, by the way. This is again, anyhow, since my limited resource, we were efficient to cover the daily living needed for medical and health requirements and actually running a family. My family suffered a lot for these 2 years, suffered badly. I didn't really make them suffer. I cannot make them suffer. But again, I suffered because, again, I try to work more harder and I try to be as much productive to really help me to keep the standard of living I'm having. Oh, some people say, you don't have to have this high standard. You are really from a poor country. Egypt is not poor. Egypt is actually I'm telling you the truth, the richest country on earth. And this is not me, what I'm saying. We have corrupted governments all the time. They don't know what we have. This is, again, unfortunately, anyhow, too, by the way. But again, I'm very sad about what's happening here in my country, too, in the United States of America. Collective injustice. Tried hard to push back against the collective injustice. Many people, institutions committed, which went beyond the limit. This is all of them. There is no way. And they all joined with different organization, like, hey, get him busy with all of this stuff. This is, again, a bank steal my money. When I complained, they told me, hit your head in the biggest wall in front of you. Then they report to the credit bureau. Then the credit bureau would really deny me for everything. This is just credit bureau. They are ugly, ugly, ugly. Banks discriminate all the time. This is really, and I have books about this, by the way. Wells Fargo. This is now, I'm going to write a lot of stuff to the public because, again, I need my rights. I need my money. I need everything being stolen from me. This is, again, I'm an honest man. I've been working all my life. I'm not a criminal. These people treat me as a criminal. I went to the government and institution after I did whatever I can. Cannot find even lawyers. Lawyers deny me. And actually, the attorney general told me, hire lawyers. He doesn't, he treats me like I'm an idiot, unfortunately. With his organization too. This government, something wrong with it. Many things wrong with it, by the way. So I went to the government, went to the lawyers and the courthouses, asked us for help. They would do justice to, to destroy me. This is bad. Presented the California government a lot of evidence, letters, petitions, showing the fraud against me personally, which had, this is catastrophic impacts on my work, my health, my entire life, despite all the overwhelming evidence. Start increasing beyond the level. Now, this is the collective injustice, start increasing a lot, like almost daily. And I'm trying to maintain my sanity, to be honest with you, from everywhere. You see, it doesn't make any sense. It becomes very difficult even to get my medicine. I have to go trips after trips to 3 months supply of medicine, plus this medicine, but this is a university, play with my insurance after return, and they make me retired. So I get insurance for retirement and I pay a lot of money. I'm going to get my money back with damage, not for the money only, but for all the simulations and abusive behavior. So this is, again, a few facts to really know on ugly actions. Has been the 100 hours working with the students each semester, hundreds of hours, from 2002 to 2015 off campus. I do it because I would like the student to succeed. I do it because I would like to provide this wonderful country with the best. I am the only professor who wrote innovative books and enduring books also, by the way, just innovative and enduring books with the students when the students love it. Several students of mine, they really went out and got their doctorate degree, which is impossible from graduating from San Jose. You will not accept it anymore. This is my student got graduate degree with my help from many institutions, high institution, by the way. I'm the only professor who produced originals, innovative scientific thesis, and the entire university treated the student very boldly and deprived some of them from their degree. Two very bright students. In fact, one of them, he finished his thesis, and this thesis completely going to make a lot of advancements. And he actually has a contract for publish it as a book. And he was dreaming to really get his doctorate degree from this country. He ended up going back to India. And actually, without my absent, they did all ugly things to really make him confused. They don't want him around. What was he on? Because of him. It's because of me. This is something which is I never heard of. Doesn't make any sense. This is not even happen in any country, in third world countries. I'm only professor who has published books with the students, scientific publications, and with my student in the department. Huge number of publications. Those number of publications, not even the entire faculty in the computer engineering cannot reach it, by the way. This is actually to tell you. I'm the only professor that has published many permanent, innovative books and enduring books at this university. So, I had the large classes of computer engineering department beyond anybody in the department. This is again something which is, this is some of the, now let me say also, very ugly procedures and actions. This is one. This is here what they did here. This is only a few. I'm just going to provide a few. Preventing students from working with me from 2018 to the present time. Recording available. I had met more than 50 students, the one I agreed to meet. I recorded the conversation with their agreement to record it, by the way. This is ugly. And they go and say, yes, I would love to work with me, but they never come back. So I've been working alone for many, many years. And again, I'm just going to pay them. I tried also to pay them through the department. Nobody asked to come here. The chair doesn't even reply to me. Sometimes a student in a department and department engineers help me for hardware problems. They could, and actually they destroyed my file. Were able to steal many files, destroy all my stock of work that I had been doing for 3 years. This is names of students did that. I hired them to do that, by the way. Failure to receive my duties in publishing my work. This is again causing, you cannot pay the money. Hey, you owe me money, by the way. They don't want to say that. I'm a professor. This is my dues. This is I did. They pay for an abstract, one page. Points, a lot of money. It never happened to me. This is a policy exists as in the college policy, in the department policy. This is bizarre. Anyhow, which led to me stopping this recording this is again for more than 8 years already. 2 between 2006 and 2008, and 6 years from 2018 until today. I asked about my equipment at university after my equipment being really bad. As one of am I right? As a permanent professor, and or my dues, gets this huge dues I have it. Not if you don't want to pay for it, take it from my money. No way. No way. This is ugly. Now, there is no life to whom you are calling and spend more than $15,000 on my own money for getting device and equipment and tools for the last 6 years. Because I want to be productive. And actually, one of the students destroyed everything. He ordered the equipment too, by the way. And I asked the university, and they called me to really abuse me. I said, no. I said, this is bizarre. This is corrupted, very bad corrupted university. This is again, unfortunately, all of this was names and activity and email, everything you might imagine. This is again something which is unbelievable. So very ugly procedures and action. 2, terrible satanic alliance of group of hateful notables who hate of all humanity, including officials' name, professors' name, employee name, failed students, and hypocrites, and members of the San Jose State Universities, faculties, and the CFA. Individuals, some major companies, which IBM and Google's, they've been involved with this. Oh, they would dream to get lectures in this university. This is again, everybody, they sell anything for getting money. Ugly. Anyhow, the lions continue to destroy me physically and psychologically, morally, and professionally too, by now. The university, the faculty, CFA, and those allied together caused huge disasters against me and my startup companies. This is crazy. I spend a lot of money on my startup and I tried hard. But again, Google's, I pay monthly money and they stop my emails, which I pay for it. And actually, I did upgrade a few days ago. My email is stopped. This is again from March 3rd. Since then, I didn't get a single email on my two accounts in one account. AITJ. See, this level? Mighty Googles are huge. This is actually, they steal my money before. And I'm going to tell Google I'm going to get my money. I'm not going to leave it. I'm going to get with damage. And all what you're doing is against the law. You are a criminal. You are actually a racist organization, period. Like this government exists, by the way. So, complain to the California governors of legal parties and legal parties, other legal parties, which is actually in August 2020. I sent further complaint with the governor of this state of California. I presented him with several grievance complaints. He could not deal with internal by appointing several lawyers who failed me, I mean, especially the former Royals Dan Siegels, a civil rights attorney of Oakland, and this is based in Oakland. They cannot, and then the titles in the complaint, why cannot I breathe at San Jose State University? They caused me a lot of problem. This is really beyond belief. Here a list of a group of people I sent them. Mr. Miller Cohen, she's a California controller. She steal my money. And when I tell her I didn't get my salary for December, this is a complaint I'm going to send everywhere. January, February, I don't know what's going to happen in March. Why did you do that? Are you a good officials? You're not. You're not playing your role very well. And actually, the funny thing, I got the taxes from everywhere. I cannot get my company going. And the county sending me a taxes of more than $7,000. Did you see the activity I have? Are you nuts? This is very abusive. And the Tax Board of California, ugly. This is bizarre. The controller sending me a W-2 for money I didn't receive for 2023. Believe it or not, the amount of money there, I was completely surprised. Somebody steal this money. I need to find who. This is Julia Sue. She steal my money for EDD. I need my money. They were very vicious with me. They were very abusive. There's a lady there. Her name is going to be on many, many different instances. She was very abusive. She was ordering me around like my slave. She's been taught by some people at the university, because university actually want to kill me completely, want to get rid of me. And they did. They did several attempts in many different places, one at university, several of them at Stanford hospitals, and unfortunately, one of them in Palo Alto Medical Foundation. It's very sad. Anyhow, this is really to tell you. So, multiple complaints to attorney generals, and I got in one reply from him. It was a very insulting reply. Filed the complaint with attorney generals and many government members, in addition to government and civil institution, California representative in Congress, the state and the media and human rights, and keep going. In some of the package I sent, it cost me a lot of time and money and energy, money I don't have. Hoping after I really kind of tried everything sent to him, they did not cooperate with me because they know that I am a foreigner origins and a Muslim. I really would like to sue these people. And I wrote my wishes in the book too. To the government and everybody, I send him a letter, he doesn't reply. And he never gave me a hand. This is bizarre. I did not find any other explanation for what happened to me through my commercials and personal daily. I tried everything. I tried to be nice as much as I can. And really tried to get my money. My bank steal money from me with other organizations. I don't deal with them. Thousands of dollars. And the funny thing, they keep returning the money back. They've been give it away, and then they come back. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. I pay taxes and 1 cent. They charge $150 fee for 1 cent to the tax board of California. It's very unbelievable. I cannot even trust them with my money. They just very, this is bad. Anyhow, so this is to show you. So, the government, as you can see, no one listens or cares. I found no one supports me except God, the Lord of the whole entire world, the creator of all of us. However, I believe in greatness of the United States, and it is just their justice and law applied to really, I still believe in justice here, despite the fact these people acting really bad. This is not legal. This is again, and therefore, I believe that we'll get rights one day, and I hope very soon, after taking the time to listen to my complaint and respond to me, and I respond to them. This is again something I really don't know what to tell you about. Now, this is the list of people I sent them the letters on August 2020. And this is again, I didn't get nothing. Except I got one letter from the labor employment. She said, go back, talk to the university. How do I go and talk to the people who've done a lot for injustice to me? And the other back is about insurance, medical insurance. The head of the medical insurance in the government told me the same thing. Go back by email. Go back to the university. Means the university can do anything to me. This is impossible. Never heard of something like that. The lieutenant governor sending me email said, well, we're not going to reply to you. This is a government affair. We're not going to do any actions about what you really sent to us. This is nuts. I don't know. These people not really running this country, running that state. No, they make a show for themselves. I'm sorry. This is corruption big time. Now, conclusions. I'm demanding all my rights from 2002 to present with damage and actually paying for abusive and actually a lot of stuff like that. The book is done. I'm going to publish it everywhere. Hoping to immediate reform to all my public affairs issues. Because all the book about public affairs issues. Because what happened to me could happen to any of you. Publicize all the instances of collective injustice. That's what I'm going to do. So you will see a lot of live broadcasts, short videos everywhere. I'm tired of writing. I'm tired of really spending a lot of time sitting, working on all what's going on. There is other event too they do very, very nasty. I'm going to mention the names of their roles. I don't care about the name. But their roles, what they do. This is a documentary. I live in the United States of America, the land of freedom, the land of equal opportunities, which is I never saw the freedom or the opportunity, the freedom, which is a claim. It doesn't make any sense. Very abusive. Thank you for listening to me. I need your support. And please watch out. This is now the year of elections. Do not elect anybody. Just work for themselves. We're not doing a show here. We need to run a country. We need to make this country very strong. And really very strong to the limit, because this is actually the most beautiful country I ever seen in my life and lived in. I lived in several countries before. The people of the United States were actually, all of them, they deserve better. Thank you again. Take care. Bye.